Eve and welcome to Sibyl Tarot. This is a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising during the month of April. Libra, I'm just going to pull a couple of cards here from the Arc deck and then I'm going to pull some tarot cards to see what lies ahead during this month for you, Libra. So the first card out we have, Libra, is Mercury. How you think, communicate, write, talk and travel. So this is the energy that you're holding, that you probably want to, or that not that you want, but that you're carrying out during this month. Mercury is the planet communication, also information, and I suppose it would be travel, but probably in the in the short term, not long distance travel, so to speak. The next card we have here is the 10th house. Lovely Libra, your achievements and status in the outside world. So this could be something to do with your career, or that at this time could be some type of communication coming in to you, or that you want to communicate something, or some type of information coming towards you to do with your career during this month. Also, it's could be how you perceive, people or a situation, or that, to do with your career. And the next card we have here is Capricorn. The energy around you is serious, materialistic and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So yeah, Capricorn is known, they're hard workers. They like to, carry out the task, but this is the energy around you, maybe to do within your work or career, that there's a serious energy around you, and materialistic, maybe to do with, money or funding of some sort of that, and hard working. So it's asking, there could be as well, people or a situation around you that kind of, these people, or person could be quite, clever, shrewd, so, and although they may be ambitious, they could be quite cautious as well with their ambition or that. And also with that Capricorn energy, especially here, it always reminds me, where there's a will, there's a way. Do you know that way? So if there's some type of difficulty, I feel, be to do with communication or information, around you concerning your career, that, or how people see you. As I say, where there's a will, there's a way. You kind of just have to work through it. That energy is asking me, around you to work through it. So we'll go ahead now with the tarot cards and see what lies ahead during this month of April for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. So the first card out we have here, is the Eight of Pentacles. So Libra, you could be, during this month working hard to achieve what it is that you want to achieve, whether it be, in money or within your work area. It could be something as well, for some, it could be talking about, a studious energy, that you've learned something and you're working on it, and you're building up your finances. slowly but surely with the Eight of Pentacles here. We also have here now is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pentacles is earth energy. Earth is Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo. But the Five of Cups talks, it can talk about a loss. So for some Libras, there may have been a loss of earnings or that within, you know, within your work or that, I feel. And maybe that's, you know, you have, you know, within, because this is the heart of the spread, you know, that you want to kind of build your finances back up, you know, because of a loss. You could be as well, for some Libras, they may be shielding a loss, as, you know, not communicating, especially with this Mercury card, not communicating that there has been some type of a loss here, you know. But once again, you know, it is the 10th house, and the 10th house represents career, but it also represents, you know, father or that. Yeah, but building up your finances here. And for some, with this Capricorn energy as well, the Capricorn as well is the 10th house. Do you know, you have two 10th houses here. So you're definitely, you know, it's something to do with your work, something to do with your career, or like I say, it's something to do with your father or that, because the 10th house represents that as well. But and for some reason, you know, you may be working, you know, studiously, you know, continuously, you know, repeating, putting out the same kind of, you know, work, you know, the same standard of work with that. Or you may have built up your standard with the Eight of Pentacles, because, you know, the Eight of Pentacles, you know, he's an apprentice, you know, he's learning the trade, the tricks of the trade, so to speak, you know. And this is what you could be, you know, as well, hiding the tricks of the trade, you know, kind of under your sleeve or that. But there is undoubtedly some type of loss here. And maybe for some, it's asking you, because this Mercury energy, this is the energy that you hold within. With the Mercury energy, it's communicative and information. Maybe you need to inform somebody or communicate towards somebody, something to do with your 10th house, something to do with your career, something to do with, you know, that you're hard working. Or maybe if it is to communicate towards, you know, a father figure or a mentor, or that, you know, and maybe it is that you are like some type of apprentice or something, or maybe you have an apprentice, do you know, that way, and you're kind of you're shielding something here in any way. And it's, I don't mean something, it is some type of loss. So let's see what's crowning the spread. Yeah, look what's crowning the spread. Crowning the spread here is the Emperor. And the Emperor, just what I said, the Emperor represents the father figure. You know, the father figure, the home. It also represents, you know, an older man or mentor. So it can talk about, you know, your actual father, or it could talk about a father figure in your life, or that, or you could be that father figure. But, you know, the Emperor, like, very strong-willed, you know, sometimes a bit too stubborn for his own good or that, you know, that way. And but this is in, you know, this is what's crowning your spread, what's in your thoughts at the moment. We'll just see what lies beneath. So as well, you could be, you know, looking for advice to do with work with that, because the older man, the mentor, the emperor here, you know, talks about like a consultant, you know, an expert, you know, of what it is that he does. But look what's at, you know, at the base of your spread. The base of your spread here now is the Chariot card. Sorry. Is the Chariot card, and this is the emperor moving forward, you know, in his chariot, you know. Um, this also can talk about, you know, victory, you know, but it's at the foot of your spread. This could talk about that you have been, or, you know, you look up to towards somebody that has kind of always pushed you in life, you know what I mean, pushed you to move forward or that, you know, or pushed you in your career to move forward or that. But it also talks about, you know, the yin and the yang energy within, you know, and to have, you know, some victory, you know, within. But it's kind of it also talks here about, you know, your heart chakra, opening up your heart chakra, your heart chakra being exposed, you know, towards, you know, as the emperor here, you know. But the emperor, as you can see, you know, is covered, you know, with the stars, you know, so to speak, the constellation of the stars. And this could also be talking about, you know, a spiritual type of experience, maybe with somebody that has moved on. But this would have been in your distant past. It feels like more so as well that, you know, because of the Eight of Pentacles here, you know, you kind of learned something, you know, whether that be to do with kind of life, life lessons, or to do within the work. But it's like that you are, you know, the new emperor, the new kind of, you know, up and coming, the new way of doing things as well, you know. I can't explain it, because if you can see here, these are two emperors, right? But this emperor, you know, is old, you know, with the long beard or whatever, you know, and this is the young, you know, like in work, because of the 10th house, the new entrepreneur, new way of doing things. In your recent past, we have here is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Queen of Cups also talks about emotions, and this cup here, you know, it has a lid on it. So in the recent past, you might have been, you know, containing your emotions here, or putting a lid on your emotions. And possibly to do with a loss or that, you know, or something, you know, in work, or you could have been, you threw yourself into work, so to speak. So let's just see what's coming towards you here. But the Queen of Cups is a mothering energy. So what's coming towards you here is there's two cards here. So we have here is the Eight of Wands. Okay, so for some in the work area, there's good news coming to you in your work area within the next 8 days to 8 weeks. Okay, but there's also some type of communication, fast communication coming in. And this is what this Mercury card is talking about, communication coming from, it could be a distance, but I feel that it's very fast. If it is, it's over, you know, like that it's through the internet or that, you know, but it could be coming from, with the Strength card, or you could be building up the strength and the courage to communicate, you know, to to communicate, to, you know, send information, to do, probably to do within your work or that. But here we have here is the Strength card, and the Strength, she is the Empress here. Do you know what I mean? And she's taming the beast. Do you know that way? And has that courage, you know, to approach, um, you know, the wild beast, so to speak. So, like I say, it could be information coming in to you. It could be actually even about, you know, about an Empress, or it could be, you know, and the Strength card is, you know, the fifth house. So, I feel more so that it's something to do building up, you know, your courage, you know, for some type of communication, or there's communication coming in to you about, you know, overcoming something, or maybe something that you have overcome, or it's even just, you know, for you to inform, having that, you know, that courage and strength, maybe to even take in some information here coming towards you in the future. You could also talk, you know, the some type of feminine energy, you know, around you, or that you feel that there is, once again, I'd say, if it is, you know, spiritually, there's some type of feminine energy around you, because the Eight of Wands is, you know, the card for spirituality, for communication with spirituality, and the Strength card is talking about a feminine energy here, you know, and that could be anybody that's in, you know, the spirit world, but that's what's coming towards you as well. So, you know, to kind of to open up, receiving information here with the Mercury cards. And if that is spirituality in any way, it's something to do with a feminine energy and a father figure. So the energy that you're holding at the moment is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is water energy. The Seven of Cups can talk about, you know, choices that you may be in the dark about, you know, could be choices to do, you know, with your career, or that, you know, or maybe you're waiting on some type of information of that, but with the Mercury card, but this information can be quite confusing. Do you know, you may be feeling like, because this is in your position, a little bit confused at this time, especially like emotionally confused. Do you know what I mean? Could be like, you know, you don't know whether you're coming or going, you're up or down or whatever like that, you know. This could be the energy that you're holding here, you know. You could also, you know, can talk about, you know, fantasizing, or that, you know, dreams, but it could also talk about a dream-like state as well. So, you know, if it is to do with some type of, you know, spirituality here, that they be coming true to you in your dreams. Now, the energy that surrounds you here is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is more water energy, and this is beautiful. You know, this is the hand of God offering, you know, divine love, you know, to you. It talks about, you know, fulfillment, you know, being fulfilled within, to do with love, or that, you know, but it also talks, it's more so centered on self-love, you know, that way to kind of immerse yourself, you know, in the, you know, in the waters of emotion, so to speak. And, you know, this is the energy that's surrounding you. So you may be feeling, you know, quite loved or that, you know, and especially if it's to do with, you know, people that have gone on, they're kind of sending, you know, sending their love, you know, surrounding it with love. Now, in your hopes and fears positions, here is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. But the Seven of Wands talks about, you know, standing up for what you believe in as well. You know, that's the main thing. It talks about drawing a line on in the sand, do you know what I mean? Kind of protecting yourself or whatever, or feeling that you have to protect yourself more so, feeling that you have to defend yourself or whatever. But I feel more importantly that, you know, that could be, you know, your fears that you may have to, you know, somewhat defend yourself, you know, in certain circumstances or situations or relationships or anything like that, do you know? But it's more so, you know, standing up for your beliefs, standing up for, you know, what you believe in. And not having that fear. And that's what the Strength card here is all about as well. Do you know what I mean? With this Eight of Wands, you know, because there's some type of communication coming into you, whether that be on the 3D or the 5D level, but it's telling you to, you know, stand up for what you believe in, you know, and kind of not to back down. And having that strength within, you know, to having the strength and the courage. And the final card we have here is the King of Wands. This is lovely. This is more fire energy. Actually, the Emperor here, both are fire energy, you know, Aries, and we're in the Aries time now at the moment. And we have Sun in Aries, we have Moon in Aries. I think Mercury's gone into Aries. We definitely have Venus in Aries as well. Do you know, this could be talking about the Strength card here, but the Strength also represents, it's a major arcana card and it represents Leo. So there is a lot of fire energy around you, you know what I mean? But with the King of Wands here, this is, you know, the outcome. And the King of Wands, you know, goes for whatever it is that he wants, do you know what I mean? And he will achieve it, you know. He has got, you know, that fire in his belly, you know. He's a very work-orientated man. Kind of, you know, work always kind of comes first. You know, this person most likely could be, you know, like a workaholic, and this is what it could be telling you. That this is just the energies during the month of April, you know what I mean? That you could be actually just working your butt off, so to speak, you know, with the 10th house here and the Capricorn. You know, the energy around you is all about, you know, work, you know, and what you call it, your energy within Mercury, you know, is to do with work. And Mercury is, you know, Mercury rules Gemini and it rules Virgo, you know, and Virgo is all about service. It's all about hard work. Do you know that way? But here with the King of Wands, whatever it is that, you know, that you desire to do with your work or that you're working towards, or that, you know, you're going to be quite successful, or you are quite successful, you know. And I just feel, you know, for the month of April, Libra, you know, that, you know, keep doing what you're doing, you know, because, you know, it's, you know, it's working out for you. Or that maybe for some, you know, that you are kind of shielding some type of loss here, you know, whether it's to do with, you know, money within the work or that, you know. But if that's the case, you know, or if it's to do with a father figure here with the 10th house and the Capricorn card and the Emperor card, you do need to communicate that, you know, to someone, or that, you know, you can't get, close yourself off, you know, can't throw yourself into work with that, because all you're doing is burying it and it will come up, you know. So I do hope you like the reading, Libra. If you do, please like, share, leave a comment and subscribe. Cheers, Slán.